Get a YouTube. How the heck are we doing? It is Foul Play here. Bogle Master back for the fifth and final match of this Pauper League. We're versing Top Grinder here, and opponent has mulligan to 6. We've done the same, but unfortunately, we're going to be going down to 5. This hand, however, does look pretty decent. Let's just get rid of our top end and keep the remainder of cards which are actually castable. Core Gates, no. Maybe this is just the gate combo deck which shoots you in the face for some damage. Alright, we find Scout, so we'll Scout pass. Pajuga Bog. Okie doke. Okay, so it's slightly more damage if we ethereal into ethereal. We miss out on the attack of the warrior token next turn, but then we have double ethereal armor down, which will be an attack for 5. Pretty good. Impulse. So wait, is this Tron? If we see this one here, look at the top 4 cards of your library. One of them in your hand and the rest on the bottom in any order. Okay. Alrighty. These forests not too helpful, but fortunately we have a reasonable clock. Finding Trample would be helpful now. Alright, opponent finds Urza's Mind and Energy Refractor. When it enters the battlefield, draw a card. Add 1 mana of any color, and you've got to be absolutely kidding me, deck. Mono white auras, and we are very fortunate for this plains and our opponent having a slow start here. Without the plains, we wouldn't be casting a single aura this game. Alright, opponent with Impulse End Step. So I guess setting up for the next Tron land. And we might just lose to a Tron getting played right now. That would be pretty upsetting. Sorry, an Eldrazi being played off the Tron here. So opponent access to 7 mana. Alright, Energy Refractor from the opponent, a draw trigger. And Mnemonic Wall from the opponent as well. Into battle, return target instant or sorcery from your graveyard to your hand. Sure thing. So, Trample, please, deck. Not Trample. A little bit upsetting on that one. I guess we can fake counter magic in the main deck or something. I don't know. I don't think it's hugely relevant. Hopefully we don't get blown out by like an overloaded Echoing Truth or something. Ephemerate. Sure. So Wall gets back more stuff, and opponent can cast the instant in response to the Ephemerate here and get like an extra activation. Okay, no, they just choose not to cast it. And the way the triggers stack, they cast it and then get it back with the wall. Okay, well, we do have damage wide currently in form of these warrior tokens. Opponent plays Impulse. And Mystical Teaching. Search your library for an instant or sorcery card. Or a card with flash, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. Sorry, no sorcery card in that. Flashback of 5 mana. So they get Moment's Peace. Okay, sure. I guess we look to resolve this on one of the warrior guys and pass the turn. Opponent obviously has flashback here as well, so that's not ideal for us. Ephemerate getting Moment's Peace back, so it's going to be a grindy one here. We do have sideboard hate for this in the form of Flaring Pain, which is good for us. So opponent casting a lot of spells here. You kidding me? The deck literally runs 1 Ephemerate in the main deck, or at least this list I'm looking at does. I'm just not sure that we can beat a permanent like forever freaking fog effects. So I'm going to concede the game here. Alright, additionally, the deck has Stonehorn Dignitary, which makes us miss our combat step, so that's pretty damn terrifying. Jesus, there is a plethora of cards that we have to be semi-concerned about here. So, potential for counter magic, potential for them to gain lots of life or weather the storm, breath weapon, wiping our board. So, I guess our opponent's win condition is attack with Muldrifter and Stonehorn Dignitary. Post board, we can see more attack step hate, more board sweeps, more life game and permission. So that's something to keep in mind. This is my first time playing the matchup, by the way, guys. So wish me luck. Hopefully it goes okay. I think Flaring Pain is pretty good here. Ledgewalker can probably get efficiency swapped out for Crimson Acolyte, just given the fact that they do have that red board sweeper. And yeah, a reminder guys, if you do find this video entertaining or informative, please consider subscribing. Think something like this. Take out, bring in Flaring Pain, Acolyte, take out... I've already got the Silhana Ledgewalkers in the sideboard there. Take out like 2 Mask, 1 Lotus Petal, and that should be pretty good. So we've got a creature here, no white mana. I think we can do better than that. This looks a lot better, but pretty vulnerable to our board getting swept. It's definitely a keep regardless though. So opponent keeps 7. The decision here is in what to mulligan. If we get rid of our Lotus Petal, we might not be able to cast Flaring Pain. I think we bottom the Lotus Petal now, though. And maybe we don't turn to Utopia Sprawl. As crazy as that might sound. Depends on what we draw, what our opponent's draws. And whether or not we need to worry about any of that, I think. Okay, so second Utopia Sprawl. That's kind of nice. So the first one can go on white. And we'll just lose a mana here. Correct sequencing. Costing you clicks online, but I don't think this game's ever going to time, especially not when we do the old friendly thing of conceding before actual defeat. That's a bit of a crummy one. Okay, so go ahead and attack with Glade Cover Scout. I think we throw this one down here. I guess the jig's up and we show that we have red now. I don't know. Maybe our opponent's not paying attention, but I think they probably will. So Crystal Grotto from the opponent. They're 1 mana off of sweeping the board. We can hold up white for Acolyte activation to give our scout protection from whatever the dang thing it is you call it. Protection from red and protection from that dragon card. So go ahead and attack for 6. Put our opponent down to 8. Impulse from the opponent, so that's fine. Alright, opponent holding up some mana here, passing back to us. We find land, so I guess I don't want to hard yield the turn because having activation, like 2 activations of white mana could be useful. Probably should have played that pre-combat just in case. So Mystical Teachings from the opponent. My guess is, Suffocating Fumes. That's kind of a good one here. Yikes. Imagine drawing 4 cards and not adding any toughness to your creature. It's pretty embarrassing, hey? Instant speed card, though. So. Hey, opponent. Just, instead of wiping the board, just fog the damage. I'm trying to make a deal with you, opponent. Come on, man. This isn't the line. What are you doing? Alright, well, that's frustrating as freaking ever. Opponent plays Energy Refractor, Tron land on the form of Urza's Mine, Network, Terminal, and another Energy Refractor. So lots of cantrips. Can we cantrip a freaking creature deck, please? Why is Rancor not a creature? Come on, man. So tap another untapped artifact you control, draw a card, then discard a card. So they have loot for 1 mana. That's kind of nutty. Lovely stuff. Here's our power and toughness, guys. It's finally arrived. Here it is, ready and raring to go. Hey, my modern viewers have been having this big old argument all week about whether or not Audacity is worth running or not because it's worse than Rancor. Right now, I wouldn't mind a couple of copies of Audacity to help draw me to those creatures rather than these Rancors rotting in my hand. Muldrifter, draw 2 cards. Expedition map. Crack expedition map. Get tower, I guess. No, mnemonic wall. Bringing back suffocating fumes. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yep. Oh, opponent's already got Tron mana there, so... Oh, if they tap out here, we draw a creature. We can mask it out of range of suffocating fumes. That'd be pretty nice. Weather the storm, gaining life. All right, well, do or die. Die. Lovely. Well, maybe they get greedy and tap out like crazy next turn again, and again we can get past suffocating fumes, and maybe. Alright, opponent Thornwood Falls, gaining more life, back up to 15, Muldrifter attack. And I don't think casting the Crimson Acolyte right now is the line, strangely enough, not with all this mana up. Hopefully, again, they like one turn earlier. One turn earlier, we could have jammed Acolyte plus Armadillo Cloak, plus Ancestral Mask, and we would have been fine. Just one turn earlier. As it is, opponent seems to be playing instant speed this time, so that's unfortunate that we couldn't punish them. And Mystical Teachings. Lovely. What are we getting this time? Ephemerate. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Good card. Alright, Network Terminal here. Mnemonic Wall. Okay, keep doing that, opponent. Keep tapping stuff. Alright, getting Mystical Teachings back. I guess I might as well just leave this one open off to the side here. Permanently. Flaring Pain, and that's not the ticket. So I guess we'll end step discard a Rancor. Ephemerate more stuff. Yes, Suffocating Fumes is currently in the graveyard at the moment, which is something to note. Maybe I should have noted that and played around it. Hopefully they don't put it back in hand. I wonder, did they loot that this turn? Ephemerate, Mnemonic Wall. I guess not. Alright, let's ditch a Rancor. Ephemerate on a rebound, Mnemonic Wall, and Mnemonic Wall is targeting Ephemerate. Surprise, surprise. I just think like Ephemerate just shouldn't be a card. The antics on this are a bit nutty, and I think they ruin ETBs a little bit by making them too strong and making cards potentially bannable because Ephemerate's just dumb. Anyway. Maybe people think ETBs are dumb. Enters the battlefield, return target permanent and controls to their hand. And that play discards a card. Opponent, what the hell, man? That wasn't part of the deal. Alright, well, let them know the jig's up with this Flaring Pain over here. Maybe they get a bit greedy. Oh my god. How many times can they do this? Alright, ditch a land. What else you got, opponent? Just, what else you got? So I guess, oh, for fuck's sake. Jesus Christ. It's, yeah. Alright, well, that's a game. Alright, that's a wrap, guys. So we did get a little bit unfortunate there, I feel. It's pretty rare for us to get to like turn 5 and not have at least 2 power and toughness. In this case, not having 3 power and toughness was the play. So that was definitely a winnable matchup. Didn't quite line up the way we would have hoped with the cards drawn and the cards in our starting hand. All right, well, that was a rough one, guys. So I reckon that was the first time in about 6 or 7 leagues that we actually finished negative with the 2-3. I feel like there was a fair bit of variance here. Maybe it's just because I've been spoilt and playing that wonderful gosh darn modern list that we've been running. But yeah, it felt like there was a reasonably large amount of variance here with mulligans, and I think also we hit some pretty difficult matchups as well, which didn't help things either. I'm still a pretty big believer of the main deck with the Lotus Petal and all of that. As I said, I've got one more league to run for my data set, and then I'm going to be switching it up. I might give the Cetizen training build another go again. So probably Cetizen training being here, 2 mana, ETB, draw a card, gives +1 and trample. It's a little bit slower and can therefore be a little bit awkward sometimes. But card draw is good, and it's good into different matchups to what the explosiveness of Lotus Petal is good against, right? So it's probably like a straight swap for Lotus Petal, and then because my curve is a little bit lower, but we also have less mana sources, we probably trim on 1 or 2 copies of Mask for either Commune with Spirits, maybe like Unbrindled Growth. So Unbrindled Growth, a little bit similar to Abundant Growth, except the card draw is on sacrifice, not on ETB. So in most cases, it's going to be a little bit weaker there. Additionally, more copies of Sentinel's Eyes or Spider Umbra, which can be pretty strong as well. So thank you all for watching, guys. I do hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry we couldn't end the league on a high and keep that positive win rate going. We're still definitely well and truly positive and above 60% overall, though, so that's very, very nice for us. Yeah, have a great day, guys. Until next time, and I'll see you then. Cheers.